Hey folks, it's Matt Rabbit back with Dwarf Fortress Reignearth. Another week has passed. I figured I'd give you another update, and quite a bit has changed since last episode. A lot. I do want to thank the guy that answered my question last episode about the economic stone thing. I was having some issues with that, and he answered the question pretty quickly, so I was able to actually build with obsidian. You actually go into here, your Z, and you go stone, and I think you hit tab, and I think you have to enable it in here or something like that. So that's, in case you're wondering, that's sort of how you do it. I never really used that menu before, so yeah, it was sort of new to me. But yeah, so thank you very much. Because otherwise I would have had to build it with some other substance. And I really wanted it to be obsidian. As you see here, we are making progress. We got some towers that were almost done, at least the bottom levels are. Trimming things with gold. Unfortunately, and we have two metal crafters, so it's taking forever to get the gold stuff done. So I'm not gonna do a whole lot with the gold trim on things. I think I'm gonna have to maybe just stick with using the gold for the roads here, and maybe just a few wall segments here and there. Just not go too crazy with it. So lots and lots of dead things all over the place here. And what year are we in? We're in 136, so we're a little over 10 years into this. As an estimate, of course. I'm in under siege right now, some sort of in lockdown mode, of course. But let me zoom fully out here. Kind of zoom all the way. Let's go down. Yeah, I mean, hopefully you guys can see this pretty well. But yeah, the roadway, we're smashing the hills down little by little. So we're almost done with hill smashing. Quite a bit of work was done. And as you can see here, sort of the outline of where the walls are going to be. Sort of hoping they'll be diagonal. They'll meet up correctly, but who knows? I really don't know if that's going to work right. But that's sort of tedious. Plus, the getting of the obsidian is pretty tedious too. Because I can only do a small amount at a time. Yeah, I'm thinking of expanding my obsidian production in that area, but it's going to require me breaking into that small cavern lair that you remember last time I had a forgotten beast trapped in. And that's going to, well, I don't think it's a really particularly tough one, this one. And there's no way in or out for it, so I will show you that in a little bit. But there are two other forgotten beasts down there, and they got some really strange body types. I'm not sure if they're on the radar right now, so I'm not sure I can show them to you, but I know one was made of snow, one was made of salt. No wings, so I don't think they can fly down into that section, unless there's a ramp there, which we don't have. So I think I can isolate this one forgotten beast and maybe take him out. He seems like he's just pretty normal. So let's go down here a little further. So we see the towers again. I'm kind of zoomed out big time here. Hoping to really soon. I want to make an outer wall. Probably it'll be. I only think you can build. I think it's 6 spaces from the edge. Either way, it doesn't matter. If I do build a wall, I'm going to try and finish the roads if I do that. The wall would probably have to be here. I won't have it up against this, but I sort of want it square. So maybe I'll have to break some more of this one down before I do that. I'd like an outer wall, but if I'm going to do it in obsidian, it's going to take a million years, and I really need to get the inner courtyard done first. And I'm not quite sure how I'll go this way, but I'm going to probably have it go up. And there'll be 2 towers here. And then that temple that I was describing in the other episode, the first episode, will be here, probably in the middle. And then that outer wall will be later on. But we really could use that outer wall now. It's just Yeah, I'd have to make it out of crap material and it wouldn't look good. So we're gonna go all out with this one. just just for the sake of doing it. All right, that's pretty good. Yeah. So what happened was, I think 2 years ago, maybe three, we were about to have one of our the human. I think it was the human trader was coming in on this side. Siege hit. They couldn't get in time. They ended up killing a lot of them. And I think one of the dwarven caravans got hit a little bit too, but they weren't hit too bad. So the problem is they got so many bones, so many parts. I think the human caravan, there's stuff like because they died, I have all their stuff now, so I'd have to collect all of it. Plus, they have like zillions of bones here, and it's just taking forever to collect the bones so I can crush them. I'm getting a lot of frame rate issues now. That's the problem. It's the frame rate issues. They got too much on screen, I think, or too much stuff here. So I'm trying to basically designate all the bones and stuff to be crushed here. And now that we're locked inside, I made another. I'm doing it on the inside too. So I think when we are, the siege lifts, we can come out here and concentrate on the outside more. But there's a lot of stuff on the inside. I actually have this all designated to go down there. And then I will redesignate it. I remove the stockpile. So I will probably put the stockpile back here. The inside refuse one. And because of some things got in, we got zillions and zillions of bones and stuff in here and corpses, and it's been like a year, and we've had miasma for like a year now. One of my soldiers died here, and I think these are his dogs. They're just not they're not leaving this spot. I don't know what the deal is. If you can assign them to another person or put them in another thing, it's hard to make that determination. It's really difficult to sift through everything to try and find out which dog is which, and so yeah, it's something I'm going to work on. But I'm actually hoping they stay out here and just get killed off, and this be easier in the long run. But the thing is, they seem to move inside whenever I turn the alerts on, which is kind of weird why a dog would do that, but because the person's been buried. So yeah, well, whatever. I don't worry about it too much. Pig farm's going pretty good. Lots of pigs here. More wood than we know what to do with. Farms, I haven't even had to touch them once. Plenty of seeds. And pretty soon underneath these things where those towers are, we'll be able to do some of the other food types that from the humans and the elves. We'll have to build obviously some sort of a glass ceiling on that. And the things never really even get down to this level. Usually they die here. Sometimes they'll die a little bit in here, but I got rid of my finished goods stockpile and the one with the clothing in it. And this level, our trading level entryway, I've done a lot of work. So let me just quickly explain this thing here. This is all wood stockpile. This is mainly just so I can just have the liberty of cutting up above and at least having a place for it to go. I think ultimately I'm going to take all the wood down below where the workshops are, or actually where I want them to be eventually. But most of the work's getting done now anyway, so I'll probably just stick them all in a quantum stockpile down there at some later point once I get kind of caught up. I'm also thinking of doing that with the food and the booze and a lot of other things too, just to put things near certain areas and whatnot. So this is furniture and finished goods, and they're all divided up by parts, so they each sort of got their own little thing, mainly because the Baron and the Mayor and the Baron, which is actually a female, are married, so she apparently doesn't want us to get rid of earrings and it's the only thing we have to worry about, the airings. So I haven't really bothered to do any more crafts for like years now. We still haven't even really traded much of this stuff, and I'm just trading a little bit here and there. I don't really need a trade. If I just want some like a selection of a variety of food or something, maybe I will a little bit here and there. But I'm getting to the point where I almost might not even go outside much or leave the this open for the wagons. I'm almost thinking maybe of just going full all out with traps in here in some of these things. So, and then I'll just remove them if I want to trade with the caravans again. I almost for their own safety, I sort of want them not to path down here. You know, I've had a situation trying to get all those obsidian, gold, and glass blocks up to the surface. So up here in the entryway, we have a small one, and this one here is a big one, obviously storage. This here is the ones we want: the obsidian, the gold, the green glass. I think I was going to do quartzite for the road, so I might actually put quartzite in this one. And I have a second stockpile right here with basically everything else. So, and I'm just using that for little odds and ends and flooring over, just things like this. See, the hallways are all mismatched and whatnot. I'm sick and tired of these things here, and I basically designated them to get dumped, so they're going to get crushed under a bridge soon. All the dudes that were left over from the previous cage traps, so I'm just letting the water go down, free flowing. And guys, there's a little training. I had to replace some more of the marksmen with some fresh new guys. We have tons and tons of stuff as far as these are like ammo, armor. I got too much leather armor because most of it's been taken off of the goblins that have died, and trolls and whatnot. And this here, our weapon stockpile. I have tons of weapons above on the surface, and I want to melt down. So I don't know why they're not bringing them in. They seem to be preoccupied with other things up above, like bringing things in. So eventually they'll probably bring in. We got tons and tons of iron and copper weapons and stuff left over from the goblins that they just haven't brought down here yet. But what I'm thinking of doing is eventually I will maybe separate things here, the things I want to keep, and then far below I'm making a new stockpile area with things I'm going to melt closer to the magma forges and magma smelters and whatnot. The Baron's room here. A couple of the chickens died. I don't even know when that happened. I have no clue when that happened. That must have just happened recently because I looked through here recently. Huh. Wonder why that is. I've never had that happen to me before. Wonder why they died. I certainly, well, they haven't been producing as much eggs as the other bases I've had, but oh well. Hospital's almost done. I still have to do a few more traction benches. I've kind of gotten sidetracked here. So this is the upper level, looking down into the dining hall, which hasn't changed much since last time. Lots of scattered clothes. So they're bringing in a lot of stuff here to get dumped. And that room's certainly to have miasma soon, I'm sure. This is for the king. I'm just sort of preparing it for him. So if you look in here, we can become the capital. So I think the king or the queen, I think we had a queen, right? They would come here if we declare that. But they haven't actually came here on their own. So I haven't decided if I'm going to do that yet. I'm not sure I want to deal with their demands right now. So I'm going to wait a little bit. But their rooms, cool doors, weapon traps, highest quality weapons in there. Some mainly iron stuff. Everything here is gold or artifacts. Same thing here. I think a couple artifacts, and the bed might have been an artifact. I'm going to put drawbridges in here. All of our artifacts and coins are going here. I'm going to have, as soon as I haven't actually, I had to redesignate the stone to get removed. But this will be like their burial chamber also. Mainly this is the inner sanctum of everything, where all the treasure goes. And I'll have, I don't know, I'll have like a dining hall and other things. Servants' quarters will be here. So, yeah, I'll worry about the entourage. Because I just want to make sure everything's prepared for them when they do come, which I won't worry about right now. I really never really did assign anyone else to any of these noble quarters, except for I think the manager bookkeeper's still here. But since the mayor's married to the baron, she's in here, so I have her own assigned table here. So he's got his stuff, she's got her stuff. They're all happy. Okay, let's go down a little bit further. Again, everything's pretty much done with the living quarters. I have extras here. I had to get some coffers in a few of them, but we were at that point last time. Dog kennel, the well. I kind of redistributed things here. We need some soap. We're sort of out, unless it's been brought up to the hospital. I'm not sure. But I haven't been paying much attention to the soap situation, so I'm sure I'm going to be hit. Let's see if I can. I must have tons of tallow. Yeah, let's do that and repeat. Again, the obsidian thing's going too quickly. This guy's doing blocks quicker than they can bring them up here from below. So it's a little bit annoying, but not much I can do about it. I have my... these will eventually be where we do the carpentry stuff, but I actually got to get the more wood down here, but I think they can probably use some of this wood, so... But I really haven't been doing much with cloth making, gem cutting, or leather making, or anything like that. And these are all like quantum stockpiles here. So we got a lot of stone here. And since we're locked in, I really don't have a whole lot for my miners to do, so I'm having them dig this out. And this will be like a huge stockpile room. I might actually move everything down further at some far off later point. Yeah, they're not going to dig here because that's right over the caverns. I don't know how far out those go. Move the coffins and slabs into their own stockpiles here, close to the tomb area. We got some empty area. They still haven't dug them out yet. They have gold in here. And far below, let's actually skip down to my below area. Right, I'm actually going to go above it. I dug an area. I had some gold. Go up a little bit. Yeah, actually, I'm able to look into the caverns. Made a little fortification there. Sort of doing the same thing over here. If I go down here. They dug over here also because it was another gold vein. But they can go up because I saw one of the Forgotten Beasts kind of wandering here for a little bit. So I'm making fortifications in here to shoot down on them if they ever do come in this area again. Same for this. Hopefully I can maybe shoot the Forgotten Beast that's trapped in this little area, or below I should say. He's in here, and we keep getting these things in. I think one of those Crundles or Crundles, yeah. So the Forgotten Beast and the Crundles seem to get along pretty well because he's still here. So this thing, what I want to do is expand it over here, and I'd have to probably roof it off and all this stuff from above so I can have a larger area when I do this. So I dug some of it out, but I'm not going to dig that out until I get everything secure on the outside here, obviously. And that's pretty much it for the update. I haven't done much else. I did do some I took the gold blocks and stuff out of here, so this is just bars now. And I even took this guy off of metal crafting to do the stuff outside, but I think actually I should have him go back to something here. Go back to doing gold blocks. Repeat. And our smelters are pretty much doing repeat on these forever. And metal objects, which they still haven't caught up on this. I got tons of stuff designated and tons and tons of stuff on the outside I haven't even designated yet. So I don't know about designating at some later point. I think I do have 3 dudes assigned for smelting, so hopefully they'll get down here more often, but that hasn't been the case. So yeah, I guess they're pulling another load up little by little, very, very slowly, of obsidian from our obsidian farm. And that's it. That's it for the update, guys. Let's go back off top here and I'll let it go. I think the frame rate slowed down so much that I'm in a lot of trouble right now because things are going at a snail's pace. So trying to destroy things. I may actually even destroy some stone and things I might not use. I'm still debating that, whether that's a good idea or not, because you never know. Like, what if I decide, I want this type of stone or that type of stone for something. So I get a little bit afraid, but all these oddball stones in here, stone blocks, and even just regular stone down below, I might as well just destroy them. I don't see the point in even having them around. But I'm making some floors in here between some of these stockpiles. But we may eventually just do something with this room anyway, something different. Because I got a feeling if I build more stuff, more crafts, it'll outgrow this area pretty quick. So that's it, guys. I'll probably wait another week or 2 here before I do another update. It's progressing very quickly this week because I did a lot. I played a lot. But I'm hoping by next time this inner circle, this inner walls will be done. That's the only thing we can hope for. These guys are milling around still. Normally I'd let them in, but I actually want my dudes to kind of do some sorting and cleaning this stuff out because I'd rather not even kill them right now. I might actually go back to the cage traps because it produces less garbage. Just is too much to clean up. I mean, look. I mean, just look at some of these. Look at it. Look how many things are listed. Dump, 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 dump. And there's some stuff that's just tons of weapons and stuff that's gotta get hauled out of here. See, so a few weapons on top. Alright, guys, catch you next time. I guess that's it for this one. Adios.